My name is Susan Kraft, and this is Talk Art, a program supported by Accent Arts of Palo Alto, suppliers of fine art supplies and framing, and Silicon Valley Open Studios, SVOS. Every year, during the first 3 weekends in May, more than 300 Silicon Valley artists open up their studios to the public. This free event lets you discover some exciting new artistic talent or get up close and personal with some of your favorite artists. You can find out more about Open Studios by browsing to svos.org. You can find out more about Accent Arts at accentarts.com. This show is rebroadcast all over the San Francisco Bay Area, as well as in the art capital of the world, New York City. You can see many of our episodes on our website, svtalkart.org. Today, we're going to talk to Nancy Whitcraft, artist, designer, and businesswoman who launched an art-inspired jewelry line called Black Sheep Style. Let's welcome Nancy to Talk Art.
Hi, Susan.
Hi, Nancy. Thank you so much for coming here tonight.
Thanks for having me back. This is
the third time.
Yeah,
the third
can you
time
believe
you've
it?
been here. Yes, and so your line has your art style.
Yeah.
Has the same designs.
Right.
And you have
I've transferred it into kind of a different medium.
into a very different medium. Not
Yeah.
kind of a very. It's
Yeah.
I love your art designs.
Thank you so
I've always
much.
loved them.
Thanks.
And so you have compressed your design line
Yes.
down into a very select few after a lot of thought, I imagine.
Indeed.
And
So my line is,
ahead.
yeah, I doodle a lot, and as an artist, I'm also a painter, and so, but I have a lot of sketches and things I do, and so what I decided to do a few years ago was I put these sketches to paper, but they weren't really translating as paintings per se. So I made them very graphic, and originally I made them into graphic tees, which was the last show.
tees, you mean t-shirts?
T-shirts,
Yes,
yeah.
you did.
Sorry,
And you were
little
wearing a
slang.
t-shirt.
I was,
You
yeah.
even bejeweled it.
Bedazzle.
Yeah.
That was the last show.
Yeah.
So what I've done is actually translated those same design images into jewelry, which is also another one of my passions because I love painting and I love all kinds of art. So it's just another way to translate what I love to do into a different medium.
Great,
Yeah.
great. So now I understand you have 3 lines.
I do.
And we have One World, One Love.
Right.
Another is My Leader, Dog.
Right.
And the third one is My Leader, Cat.
Meow.
Yeah. Now you have cats and dogs, you've told
I
me?
do, yeah. I have a Jack Russell and a Pekingese, and my cat is a Scottish Fold.
Scottish Fold, it's the ears that hang, that are
They're folded.
the folded ears,
Yeah.
they flip down.
Yeah, they look, a lot of people are like, is that a spider monkey? I'm like, no, it's a cat, but they have folded ears.
Yes, I actually looked at those when I was looking at getting my cat.
They're the best. I love them.
But you know, I have to tell you, I grew up with Pekingese.
You did?
Yes, I did. I did. And when I went to Beijing,
Yes.
I finally clicked in. Beijing, Peking
Pekingese.
duck, Peking, Pekingese. And you know what? They've got Pekingese running all over that city. People
Really?
love them. They're like their children. It's amazing. They're everywhere. They're
Right.
everywhere.
Well, we
they don't
always-
eat dogs in Peking, in Beijing.
I know.
I know. So this is a fallacy. I mean, sure, Alton's where. Who knows? But I can tell you this: the Pekingese are
Right.
cherished in
Well,
Beijing.
they should be, because we always say about my dog that she's a lover, not a thinker. You know what I mean? You know?
Yes,
So
you
you
yap
get
a little bit.
a little bit.
And
Yeah.
the Jack Brussels,
Yeah, jumps.
bagoing.
Crazy, and loves to fetch a ball, chase a ball.
They're great. Yeah, endlessly, right?
Yeah, endlessly. Yeah, they're awesome though. I love them.
That's great. So
Yeah.
you've taken your love of your animals.
I have, and I took the love of my animals. That was my family for a long time before I got married about 5 years ago, and I just had a baby recently.
Yes,
So,
congratulations.
thank you so much. Don't I look fabulous?
You look fabulous.
Thank you.
And your child looks fabulous too. I've met your little boy.
Liam, he's adorable.
Liam,
Yeah.
yes.
So what I did too with these designs is I kind of focused my love of A, the designs and the art, and B, my love of family, and I kind of merged the two together to do a line of charms
Wonderful.
that represent kind of, you know, your love and fun for your family, no matter who they are or what it is.
And these are for children and for
adults.
adults.
So it's
usually
both. So
moms.
yeah, moms and
moms
moms
little
and
girls,
kids.
pretty much.
Yeah,
even though you have a little boy. Oh.
Yeah,
So
I know.
we
but-
have. Before we move on with
Yeah.
with talking about them too much, I would like to show the 3 designs. I think Bill is going to bring up the designs. There's 4 of them we can see.
Okay.
And the first one that's up is One Love.
Yeah.
And it's your logo, your black sheep.
Yeah, so my logo is Don't Follow the Flock for the black sheep. And because I was trying to also create something that you don't see all the time, you know, I did want to keep it kind of original and something, you know, nice. Okay.
And so the next one is, Bill, what's the next one? Ah, my leader dog. Now that's a combination of the terrier and the Pekingese.
Yeah, I didn't want to make anything too breed specific, so it could be for everybody.
Okay. And the next one is my leader cat.
And the same thing, and I didn't make it a Scottish fold because, you know, it's a little esoteric.
Well, I don't think it really got it. Yeah, they would say, what is that? Yeah.
Exactly.
So now, let's see, what else? We're gonna talk further about your charms.
Okay.
Because those designs are on your charms, and you have a charm bracelet on, I see.
I do, and I actually even personalized it. So I have, like, for example, I did a monkey, and I always call my child my monkey, so I have his name and his birth date on the back of the charm.
Oh, isn't that sweet?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So we have a whole series of designs to bring up on the screen.
Fantastic.
On TV. So here we have One Love sheep.
Right.
And we're going to look at 25 of them. So let's just run through them.
Sure. So
tell us about what you see over there.
I will. Let me look. So the One Love, it's One Love, One World, and basically what I did was design a bunch of characters that all go together. So when you wear them...
What's the next one then? We'll see. There we go. One Love Pig.
Okay. So when you actually wear all of them together, there's a pig. You'll see the images coming up.
One Love Monkey.
They're all holding hands.
Oh,
so
nice.
It's
Good idea.
One Love, One World. And so it's everybody's all connected. And so that's the idea behind it, that everyone's connected. It doesn't matter who you are or what you are.
Okay. Yeah. And, all right. And One Love Bear. His hands are held out. Oh, look at furry guy. Good. And there they are all together, and they're all holding hands.
Yeah.
And it says One World, One Love. Oh, wonderful. And we have another idea. So we've got the My Leader Dog series is coming up now.
And so basically this is just, you know, for your dog, and then obviously all the things that your dog loves.
Okay.
All right. So it's pretty self-explanatory from the images.
Very good. Very good. So now you told me that you have some for the adult and you have one for
the child. Yeah.
And you actually, now I've been to New York often, and I've been to the jewelry stores there, the wholesale and the retail, and I've seen these sorts of clasps there. Really interesting. I love that little that bar that goes into the big circle.
Right.
And I thought it's so cool. It's kind of a new look, and I really love it. And I've gotten that for some of my own. I'd like to make jewelry myself as just kind of a hobby. I don't do anything more than just for myself or for relatives.
Fantastic.
I force it on them at Christmas. But they like it, I think. They tell
So
me they do.
fantastic.
But you, because it's adult style, you actually have designed a smaller version because what you've got right there. Can you show the camera how large, what the size of it is for an adult hand?
This is for an adult arm, obviously.
And then you had to design something smaller for little children.
I did.
Because that's way too big for a little girl.
It is. And also, too, it's very heavy. So I like a very weighty piece of jewelry. So it's very heavy, it's very chunky, it's very big. So what I did for the child line is I just took the same idea, shrunk it, and then had them design a clasp almost identical, but for a little arm.
So so you are working in a collaboration with.
I am, because it's very interesting in a different medium.
It's all in America.
It's all American made, and so from beginning to end. So I'm the designer, obviously. I design it here.
Yeah.
And I
California.
Send it. Got it. In California, it goes to someone in Arizona who's a CAD designer. And so what she does
and
is
CAD stands for Computer Aided Design?
Correct.
Okay.
And so she takes my designs and feeds them into a computer, which makes it into a three-dimensional model.
Wow.
Then she takes that three-dimensional model, and then she sends it to someone in Rhode Island.
In Rhode Island?
Yeah, who makes it into a cast for the silver.
Okay.
And then the silver is poured into that mold.
In Rhode Island?
In Rhode Island.
Okay.
Yeah, and then they actually hand finish it.
Oh, wow, okay.
And then it's sent back to me.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. And so then you QA it. Now, you also told me that everything is green.
Well, then I also have a line of bags, and so what I try to do is have everything as eco-friendly as possible. So the bags I have are all eco-friendly. You know, they're all made with really good dyes on reusable bags. Also, too, for our packaging, I try to do very eco-friendly, small footprint packaging.
All right, so you're very modern. You're very modern.
I try.
You're using people over the country.
Right.
And And it's in small quantities, so you're not mass producing anything. It's
Again,
still,
that's part of don't follow the flock. You know,
Yeah,
I don't want everybody, you know, I mean, yes, I want everyone to enjoy it and to have it, but I don't want it to be something where you see it everywhere.
Can you talk about this right here? Now, this is part of your design process
This
here.
is. So, for example, for the One Love, One World, so the designs start like this.
With transparency.
A transparency paper, very flimsy.
It's tracing paper, right?
It's
We all use
tracing
that in
paper.
grade school, I think. Right?
That's right,
All right,
yeah.
so can you look at that? Can you see that? Yes, you can. All right, you can see that on the screen. Now, I think what we have is a whole series
Of the pig.
of your design, of your pig,
Yes.
of your peace pig.
From start. So you can see it from start to finish, so we can take
Okay.
it through the whole process.
Hey, Bill, can we bring those up? There we go. All right, so here's dog heart. This is, now is this the C1 through C7, right, Bill? Okay, there we got the, I don't think this is the design process here.
No, this isn't. This is part of the dog, my leader
Oh, okay.
images, yeah.
Yeah, all right. So we have another series that goes into the design process. So, all right, well, we'll look at these. My leader pieces, that's fine. We got the dog and my leader. That came off of the, what you put on your charm bracelet, and that's already created pieces. So I think we're, you know what, we'll just let Bill take a look and see where he is on the series there.
Sounds good.
Let's just talk about the design process in general, and well, here, you know what, we're going to talk about the. I see what he's doing. He's showing us the bracelets again. All right, we're talking about the fish and the cat and the dog, and it's a different series that you've developed for your charm bracelet.
Okay.
There's mouse. Oh, how cute! I like the mouse. In Silicon Valley, it's a different kind of mouse, but that's all right.
That's right.
So here we're looking at your design again.
Okay.
And I think we're going to be bringing up I'll let you know when we find
got the
those
pig?
guys. Yeah, you know.
hear ya.
Here we go. Original drawing for the pig. Take a look
Fantastic.
at that.
Okay.
One love, one world. The pig is in the center next to your logo, black sheep.
That's right. So that's how it starts out. And again, it would be on the transparency. That's how it
Mm-hmm.
would start. And then the next image is I took the pig and I kind of redefined it a little bit, tightened it up. Mm-hmm. And then the next image
Very
is,
good.
I think I drew little arrows to it,
Yes,
right?
you did,
Okay,
yeah.
so this is part of the design image that what happens is you can flip to the next one. It was too small and I had to widen it.
Ah,
So
you revised it for the pig charm.
you got it.
And
So-
pig has charm.
Pig does have charm.
But here we go. Now you've got. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say one of the things that's really interesting about working in a different medium is you're constantly learning new things. So as an artist, how I drew it is not necessarily the way it's going to work in a different medium. So sometimes my drawings, they actually have to be modified to fit, to work for a piece of jewelry.
Okay, so the
and that's
CAD.
the CAD
So if you go
rendering.
back to the CAD before the rendering, you go back to that grid
The
thing
line
again. There we go.
drawing?
Now, why do we have lines all over for the CAD? What does that do?
So basically, that is helping her to be very precise.
Okay.
And my CAD designer is a woman, so to make it very precise, so for the molding and the casting, it's going to
Okay.
work.
So then we see the
And
casting
then she
of.
sends me actually that image
Oh, okay.
on the computer, so I
Okay.
can see almost exactly what it will look like.
With
so
the grid, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also the next image is more visual.
Which is the actual render. Oh, so this is actually.
That's a
so the
CAD.
rendering and the actual. Boy, that looks almost identical to the
Exactly.
completed. Why?
See anything on the rendering that you don't like, you can catch it right then, so you don't waste a lot of
Oh.
time and money and effort
Yeah.
casting something that in the future you're not going to actually
It's
use.
beautiful. That's
Thanks.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much for explaining how that all worked.
You're very welcome.
Now, tell me real briefly
Yeah,
how you
sure.
found your CAD designer.
Through the person who does my casting. And
Oh,
I found the
okay.
person who does my casting through online, through the web.
Really?
Yeah.
So you are a modern designer here
I
out
try.
of Silicon Valley.
Yes.
Yeah, in New York, I'm going to do this real quickly here. In
Yeah.
New York, I've got a lot of friends in New York in the art world that think, because it is the art center of the world,
Yeah.
they think it might be the center of the world for all art types. And they think that I'm in the, the woods here in California, especially in Palo Alto,
Yeah.
And I say, but Palo Alto is the center of Silicon Valley, which has all this creativeness going on here.
All the
Name
time.
something in high tech that they use every day.
Yeah.
And it's really hard for them to conceive of the idea that there's,
I think it's really interesting, too, that I could produce this whole line, and I've never met any of these other people.
wow.
You know, it's all through
And
online
you're
and
very
the telephone.
happy. You're very happy friendship line with
Yeah,
them.
no, it's awesome. You know, it's great.
One love, one world.
We're all connected.
That's great. That's great. Let's see. So where are we now with our show? We are
I don't
we want to talk about the bags.
Oh, okay.
So now we have.
So again, this is the idea, and I'm trying to, carry this through, the idea of taking the art and putting it into different mediums. So I had it on T-shirts, and then I've done it in jewelry and silver, and now I'm taking it to cloth.
cloth again, but a different kind. Now these are green produced or green.
So it's green in the sense that it's organic. It's all like, you know,
organic cotton.
Organic cotton.
Okay,
The
so
dyes
next time you're
are
going to
all.
use bamboo material.
I know.
Okay.
But the cotton's good. Cotton is, you know, reusable.
I know. Bamboo is more green than cotton.
All
but
right,
it's
all
organic
right.
Cotton
You're killing
anyway.
me on the show, Susan. People see the show. You're killing me. No, I'm just kidding.
I know. It's millions. Actually, it's millions.
But
So,
that is something that we did want to take into consideration, or I wanted to take into consideration, you know, doing this and making things to leave a small footprint and
Yes, of
have
course.
things that are reusable. And also,
Yeah.
too, with my charms, I like the idea that it's not something that you're going to have for a week or, you know, 2 weeks. You're going to have it for a lifetime.
Absolutely.
So I think that's,
Yeah.
I love that idea, too.
Well, we have some images to bring up for the bags. We've got
Yeah.
3 different images to bring up, and we'll bring each one up. We'll take a look. Here you've got sheep tote. Can you talk to me about sheep tote for a little bit?
Yeah, it's just don't follow the flock. And again, it's the idea of, you know, being different.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so that tote, all these totes you can take to the grocery store or.
Well, yeah, and then the next one I think you're going to show
It's
is
the
the
dog.
dog.
It's the dog, the leader dog
And
tote, and it's got the crown.
The crown, exactly. And that was the original illustration that the idea came from.
Oh, right,
And
right.
the thing I like about that tote is, you know, when your dog has stayovers
Uh-huh.
at someone else's house, you can pack all those little doggy
And
things
I do
in there.
have that dog that has stayovers at somebody
Yeah.
else's dog hotel, I guess. it
That's
is.
right, with the
We
kibble.
had the One Love tote was just up and went down again.
That's
so
fine.
That is the entire design that you said was one of your original pieces also.
You got it.
And you have it on your totes, which can be used for.
Whatever you want to use it for.
Yeah.
It's
And
a tote.
It's a tote. How
use
is
them
it?
every day.
Is it bigger than a piece of paper, or how
Oh no,
big
it's
is
pretty
it?
large. I mean, it's a good size. So literally, like when I said, you know, you bring your dog something, you can put a dog blanket in there and the kibble and the whole thing.
You can put a Pekingese in there.
Or you can put a Pekingese and a Jack Russell. I've tried, it works. And the other one, you know, you put newspapers, go shopping, you know,
Okay,
all of that.
Okay,
So yeah,
good,
it's all
good.
good.
And so this is the kind of thing that people can do when they have interesting design. They can expand it to more than
That's
just
right.
paper or a canvas.
Yeah.
There's lots of things you can do with your designs.
It's
And
endless.
it's endless,
it's
and you
endless.
bring joy to people. People want to be more utilitarian with their purchases and with their use of whatever they get. That you find that crafts are very popular with people. They want to enjoy and support the arts. And
Well, I didn't want anything that was too esoteric. You know, I wanted something that was accessible and fun.
it's very
basically.
accessible. It is
Yeah,
fun.
and just really fun. And you know, you see it and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, that's great.
I love it. I love your designs. They're just
Thank
incredible.
you. Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. Now, you are welcome, and I'm so glad you're here talking to me about this and talking to everybody about this. Now there's another thing I want to talk to you about, and that is you've got some new things you're going to come up with, and we talked about your bags already.
Right.
So now you've got just desserts.
Right.
You're going to put into your bags also.
Exactly. And again, it's just trying to continue, excuse me, in English, that would be trying to continue just having fun. And what I wanted to do is kind of play around with quips. So what I did is called Just Desserts because I have a little image of a cupcake and it says cupcake. And then there's one of a piece of pie and it's sweetie
Sweetie
pie,
and
then
cupcake
baby.
goes for cupcake.
Because
is,
they're all little, their
but what-
names. Yeah, go ahead.
so the cupcake phrase is what?
Well, cupcake, have you ever hear
For
someone call a little girl a cupcake?
Sure, but you've got cup on one side and cake on the other, or
No, I just have cupcake.
cupcake.
Yeah, it's
And
not
then
that
you've got,
complex.
so you've got the word cupcake, and
You
then
got
you've
it.
got the
Image
oh, here, okay,
cupcake.
so we've got just desserts here. I can't really read that though, so I'm not sure what that says.
It says cupcake.
It says cupcake, and then
Yeah.
the next side, the other side is actually oh, look at
Yeah,
how beautiful.
but they're
cup-
two separate charms. It's not one. It's two separate
I see.
charms.
It's not on either side. Okay, I
You
get
got
it.
it.
I get it. Okay.
So if you just like desserts, you could just get the images.
You've
But
got sweetie pie, and then
and
you've got
then
a piece
baby
of pie,
cake.
and baby cake, and
right, so baby and then a piece of cake.
oh, okay. Oh, together.
Yeah.
Oh, how cute. Okay, so
Yeah.
there's there's the cake. Beautiful.
Thanks.
Beautiful. I love how it's come across in silver. And I saw them before when you last year here, and you
Yeah.
had them on your T-shirts, and they were a
I
lot of
did.
fun. It's beautiful. I love them.
And
the
the
color.
thing with the Just Desserts too, it's kind of interesting because they're going to be 3D. So that's kind of cool and different.
So we're getting up close and personal here.
Yeah, apparently.
So let's see. So now you have. Do we have a design here? You actually have a design. If you flip that white card
Yeah,
over,
I do.
and let's just show.
So this was just one of the original illustrations. My background is actually in
So let's see
illustration.
if I can
and
bring
so,
this up here. Hold on,
Sure.
hold on here.
So this
wanted
is
to bring
where I
up
got the other one.
Oh, here it is. This is what I want
Yeah.
to show. Can I show this to somebody here? There it is. Now, isn't that beautiful with the color? That was her original design of the
Pie.
the
Sweetie pie.
sweetie pie.
Yeah.
Isn't that cute? I think that's just beautiful. So, and here's the, well, we saw
We
the
saw
design.
it on
So,
the- yeah.
anyway, I just wanted to bring that up. She brought all sorts of wonderful things for me to see, but I said, oh,
You edit it.
too
You're a good editor.
complicated. I
Yeah,
know,
you're a
like,
good editor.
Lean off the
That's
slate
right.
here. Let's just have you and me getting
You got it.
real. You know, hey. So.
But anyway, my background is an illustrator, so I do actually illustrate
Clearly.
a lot of these things. And then what I do use color a lot. But then again, when you're transferring it to a different medium, I take the color out and I break it down to the lines.
Well, you have here, initially you have no color. So when you look at my leader,
Yeah, it's actually silver.
It's just black and white and gray scale when you first do it. So you bring it up all the way.
Yeah, oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I can see it.
So can everyone out there see it? Okay. So I think we just see how easy it is for you to translate from your black and white line drawing.
Right.
And you add a little grayscale to it. And then you put color in it, which initially what you did as a designer.
Exactly.
And then you went back again and then moved it into
jewelry.
Silver. Mm-hmm. Silver. So it's sterling silver.
Yeah, it is. It's all 100% 0.925, which is the highest you can get in jewelry industry, standard. And like I said, it's all made in America, and it's all made with love.
All made with love.
Yes.
So you can just spread love around. I think what I'd like to hear about is your future designs as well. So
well, I would really love to take it more to like a lifestyle. So again, just doing the T-shirts, doing the bags, having the jewelry, and then there's no kind of stopping it.
So now you're not going to put this on sweatpants on the bottom of people, right? So sweetie pie on the bottom. You're not going to go that route. You're just going to keep it real high level.
Yeah, not so much.
Really high
That's
level.
not really my look.
That's good. I haven't
No.
quite understood how that worked out, but it seemed to work. So what are you going to do? How are you going to make this a lifestyle?
Well, I think you could actually, especially with the desserts and things like that, you could actually transfer it to plates. You could do the little plates with the little designs on them. You could do cake plates.
Yeah. Do you know Diane Dunwoody? She was on the show not too long ago. She used to do ceramics, and it kind of got carried away because it got very popular, and then it became it left. Being small and local and artist, it got too big, and she said this isn't art anymore. And she just left it.
Yeah.
But do you remember seeing her, meeting her?
I don't think I did meet her. Sorry.
Oh, anyway.
Okay. So
well,
anyway,
I'll have to have you two together on the show talking about this kind of thing.
But you could also, I mean, you can, if I wanted to, I could even transfer it to dog toys and dog beds, and I could really.
It's endless.
It's endless.
It's endless. This is a lot of work, though. Now, anybody out there listening to this, anybody on TV listening to this kind of thing, and she's talking about as an artist,
it's not easy.
It's not easy. It's because you have to bring in another part of who you are, and develop that as well, which is fine, and you don't want to stay. Sometimes
it's not for the lighthearted. It actually took me a year to go from the drawings and the ideas I had to the finished product.
And you're married. Your husband has a full-time job, so you're able to focus on this as well. So it's not.
It's a juggling act because now I also have a baby. So it is, but it's my art. It's what I do. It's kind of who I am. So you always make time for what you love.
Right. Yeah. Right. Well, absolutely. I mean, the one thing about being an artist, and I think all of us artists out here know this, that you can't run away from who you really are. Yeah. Because your spirit, who you are deep inside, always comes out, and you need to express that. So you've got these beautiful designs, and you want to share it with the world. Because it would be selfish to be born with this talent
and not to share it.
And not to share it.
You know what I'm saying?
It is. Well, it's true. I mean, don't be flippant about it. Really. No, I'm serious. It's serious because
Thank you.
You could keep painting and designing. You can fill up your closet with it, and then after you pass away, because we all nothing's forever, but your art stays on. Yeah. And then somebody finds it later and says, well, why didn't she share this?
And I also love jewelry, by the way, because I mean, you pass it down, and I have my grandmother's rings and things like that, so it's very important and special. And I like that idea of it too, to bring in art to symbolize more than just something you hang on the wall. It should be part of your everyday life, I think.
I think so too. To incorporate it into your life, you can enjoy it. It's like having a flower and having it potted so it stays longer. Like I said, nothing lasts forever, but jewelry does last a little bit longer. Yeah. And as a I'm also I spent a lot of time of my life as a curatorial minded person, being a framer. I was a framer for many, many years. And part of what I did was to make sure the art was sustained for the next generation. In fact, I'd get pieces brought in from the children, adult children of somebody who had had this important art, and they wanted to clean it up and make sure it wasn't going to fall apart. And it's important to have that in mind for future generations, because I've also heard the opposite, where somebody inherits a room full of art that was
Right.
never sold,
Yeah.
and they've got good art and bad art, and they can't sell enough of it, they
Right.
can't give enough of it away, and they don't want to throw it away because they feel it's dishonoring the artist.
Right.
And also, what are you going to do with your landfill? But you've got 10
That's
feet
not
of
very green, Susan.
it's not green at all. So
Yeah.
to do something like this, I think that's very green,
Yeah.
very future-looking way to
And
express
I
yourself in
also
art.
like the fact, too, that it's like, you know, the younger generation and the older generation, it's also a way, I feel, to bridge
that
the
idea.
gap.
Yes,
You know,
the
and
child and the child and the parent,
and,
you
the,
having
and
the
even
same-
the grandparents, you know, and they can all share in it, and it can all be something that they love and enjoy, and it's something they share together.
And you can do something else with this too. It could be a key ring sort of thing, where
Right.
it's for, I mean, not to devalue it,
No, I
but
understand.
you know, something that for men they're not going to wear a necklace or earrings or
Right.
bracelet, but so the boys and the men, something. I mean, you'll come up
I
with
need to write
something.
that down.
I know
Can
you.
I steal
it's,
that
it's
idea?
Early, you know, but it's early. You can have that idea here. It's early in your development of what you're doing
Yeah.
with this artwork that you have. So so I appreciate you coming in here and spending time with us today. Now, there's something else is there anything else you want to talk about your future, what you're going to do with this?
Like I said, I just kind of want to take it to the next level. I want to try to expose it to many people as possible. Everyone who's seen it so far is really enthusiastic about it, so that makes me enthusiastic about it and just wanting to keep on doing what I'm doing.
Have you thought about taking your jewelry into jewelry shows? Because I know there's craft shows and they give awards for all sorts of things, like the green levels or anything like this.
You know, I'm not sure. We'll see. It's a lot, again, it's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of time commitment.
I'd like the other artists in the community at large to see what you're doing, besides their art show.
Yeah.
I know that we've got a lot of followers. We've developed a little line of followers now. Like I said, we've got all over the Bay Area. And speaking of, we have to say goodbye to everybody in the studio audience and to the people on TV. Thank you very much for tuning in to another episode of Talk Art, and to visit us with Nancy Whitcraft, a jewelry designer, artist, and friend. Thank you so much,
Susan.
Thank you. Cheers.
Chin chin.
Chin chin. All right. Thank you, everybody. Goodbye.